guys, how's it going? This is my second YouTube vlog from New York City, and I'm talking to you today from like a corner of the lobby of the Kimberly Hotel. So I had a whirlwind amazing day today. I woke up at like 7:30 and I decided I got breakfast with my girlfriend. We went downstairs of the Kimberly Hotel, and then like right next door is this little breakfast diner place. Super good, like super fast, super cheap, super good, perfect. It helped me get my day started. Then I go back up to the room, I change into like regular clothes, right? And we head off for the day. So like we're out of town, or we're out of the hotel, and we're getting in. I'm walking down all the different blocks of New York City, and we start kind of heading toward Times Square, but then we decide to go over by Central Park, and we must have walked a ton today. We got over by Central Park, we went into the Apple store. The Apple store moved. It used to be where it, Schwartz, the toy store, went out of business or moved or something, and the Apple store took its place. So we went there today, and I tried to get a new screen for my phone because I have one of those glass privacy screens on my phone so that I don't break my phone, and I broke the glass, so I gotta replace it. And they were gonna replace it, and then he was like, wait, that's a privacy screen, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah, and it's really important that I have privacy on my phone. Do you know what's on my phone? Naked pictures, bad movies, like dirty Snapchats, text messages from people that are telling me dirty things, like lots of dirty stuff on my phone. So, privacy screen necessary. So I was like, crap. Okay, so I did not buy one today. So I still have a broken screen, just a little glass piece. I got to go get it replaced. So then we walked up Central Park area. Super pretty outside, except it's freezing cold. Okay, I'm in New York City. There's about to be a blizzard. It's freezing freaking cold. So I've got a scarf on, I've got gloves on, I've got a hat on, I've got my coat zipped up. It looks really silly, but I took a couple pictures anyway, so you could see me all bundled up. I went to the Met. That was fun. Okay, so if you go up Central Park enough, like long enough to like 80th Street or somewhere around there, is the Met. And we went inside the Met and we walked around, and I love the Met because there's something for everybody there. Like even if you're kind of like, not an artsy person, like they have like a whole room of armor and guns and swords and stuff like that. So that's really cool. And I absolutely love that part of it. And then I loved there were rooms that were made like out of wood, and they were like cathedral type rooms, and those were super beautiful to look into. I mean, okay, and so sometimes you have to play a game, because if you're not super into art and stuff like that, then it can get kind of boring because it just kind of looks the same over and over and over again. And I get it. I appreciate the idea of art, but I don't have an artistic mind. So like, I'm just like, oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Like, and move on, right? So I have a little bit of fun when I'm in these places. So my girlfriend and I were like, okay, we bet them how many paintings can you touch before we leave the Met today. Which is a joke, by the way, because you can't touch any of them or you'll get kicked out. But I totally said that, and then so then we had to play a game and see what we could do. But that did not happen. I was joking about that one. But I counted how many times I saw male genitalia on the statues, because for some freaking reason the people that made the statues long times ago, hundreds of years ago, would always make them like the nude statues of Roman gods or something. I don't know, but they always have like, you know, their little bits are exposed, so, or not so little bits, and sometimes they're broken off. So I did not like, there were like 16 or 17. I lost count because there were a lot of them, and I'm sure I didn't see every statue in the entire area, but oh my gosh. And then my girlfriend, she was trying to count how many times she saw the Virgin Mary and Jesus depicted somewhere. like depicted in a statue, depicted on in artwork, depicted on some sort of tapestry, whatever. So it was quite fun, just because it, you know, just to, I don't know, it gives you something to do when you're going through the Met. So we went through the Met, and then when we were done with the Met, we left and we kept on walking through New York City, and then we got on the subway, and we took the subway all the way to Times Square. So I love the subway. I think it's awesome. Like, I think it's easy. I think it's super easy to navigate. I think it's quick. You don't walk as much. It's down underground, so I know it's chilly and stuff, but like, it was cold as fuck out today. So it was actually nice to get in the subway where there's no wind and stuff like that. So it doesn't bug me a bit to go to the subway. So I love going to the subway, being able to get off and, oh, boom, I'm in Times Square. So then we did some shopping in Times Square. It was really fun. We went to like all the normal places like Sephora and American Eagle Outfitters and, goodness gracious, where else did we go? We went to Forever 21 and H&M and Loft and so many places I can't even remember. We went to a place called Ricky's. Okay, and Ricky's is kind of like a huge Ulta. It's like a huge hair and makeup store. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Like, it was like floor to ceiling, front to back, just tons and tons of stuff for hair and makeup. I could have stayed there for hours. And I'm not a big shopper, but it's kind of fun to be able to look at like different makeup kits and stuff like that, because I use makeup all the time. So I'm always like, okay, I love this mascara. What can I find? You know, I don't know. So it was really fun to go to Ricky's. Then I stopped and got a Starbucks when I was near Sephora, and we went in Sephora and found some more stuff. It was really just a good trip. I don't buy a lot of stuff. I'm just not a shopper. But and by the time we were done, I think American Eagle was the last place I went, and I was like, I'm done. We're done. I don't even want to stand around anymore. So finally we get back into the subway, and we're headed back to the hotel. So we get back to the hotel, and now I'm hearing things like, I knew that there's a big snowstorm coming because I just know that it is, but then I started hearing that they canceled all like above ground transportation, public transportation tomorrow, so now nobody's going to be out and about. We're supposed to get like between 6 inches and 20 inches of snow in the next 24 hours. Yeah, it's kind of a big gap. So really what they're trying to say is, we don't have a freaking clue how much snow you're going to get, but let's just count on it being a lot. So right before I log off tonight on YouTube, we're going to take you out to the front and see if it's snowing, because it's supposed to start snowing around midnight, and I kind of want to see it because I don't get snow very often at all. So I'm excited about this. I mean, what's really going to happen is everything's going to be closed tomorrow. We were supposed to have a spa day. I booked it this morning, like a really fun girl spa day. We were going to get massages and facials and mani-pedis. It was just going to be like a whole day of pampering. And they called me back this afternoon and canceled it. They said, we're not even going to open tomorrow. So they rescheduled it for Wednesday. But, so there's got to be some big weather coming through. So tomorrow, I figure we're not really going to get to do anything. Either it's going to be so nasty and blizzardy and stuff like that outside that you don't want to set foot outside, or it's going to be beautiful, those big, huge snowflakes. Like, that's, okay, in a perfect world, it would not be a blizzard tomorrow. It would be those huge, gigantic snowflakes just tumbling down from the sky, and it'd be like 33, 34 degrees right at the breaking point of snow. So that the snow's coming down super heavy, but it's not freezing. So the alternate is it's coming down like in a horizontal manner, and the wind's blowing like crazy, and yeah, we don't want that kind of. So I'm curious to see what kind of snow we get, because like, snow makes everything beautiful. And what I want to do is, as soon as the snow is done falling, maybe even before, I want to go to Central Park and just see all the snow on the ground. I think that would be the most gorgeous thing ever. Central Park, snow on the ground, and then take one of those little carriage rides with the horses, because they have the little blankets to put over your lap so that you're not freezing, and that would be romantic as fuck. and it would be amazing, and it would be beautiful, and I would just sit and smile, and I wouldn't care how cold I was because it'd be gorgeous. So I don't know if I'll get that dream, but maybe I can dream it. So after we went shopping, and after we went to the Met, we went back to the hotel. I changed into some workout clothes, and I went to a workout facility. I think it's called the New York Fitness and Health and Racket Club or something like that. I can't remember. Wellness and Racket Club, something like that. So if you stay at the Kimberly Hotel, one of the cool things is they have like an indoor gym here, but it's small. So they like worked it out with the New York Wellness Racket Club Center, whatever, that we get free entry in there the whole week that we're staying. So I went there today, and I went on the treadmill and ran 2 miles, and then I did my leg day workout, and oh my gosh, so you've got to be like, I must be an idiot. I walked all day long, then I ran 2 miles, and then I did leg day. Like tomorrow, I'm just going to stay in bed all day. I'm going to be tired and everything. So that's just the way it is. But so I went to the gym, and when I got done with the gym, I come back to the hotel and change into some different clothes, and we go to Serendipity. Okay, so that's the last thing we did today, is we went to Serendipity. Serendipity is just a really well-known spot that you should go to once and have their frozen hot chocolate. They have one in Vegas, actually. And I've been to the Serendipity in Vegas, but I've never been to the one in New York City, so I just wanted to try it. Our service wasn't great today, which sucked. And the food wasn't amazing, but I liked going anyway. Is that weird? When I'm like, this sucked and this wasn't that good, but I still enjoyed the trip. So count me silly. And what it makes me want to do is go upstairs to my room right now, turn on Netflix, and watch the movie Serendipity. Because Serendipity is a movie, and it's super romantic, and it's wonderful, and it's all about New York City, and it just makes me want to see it. So I think I'm going to. I think that is what I'm going to do before I go to sleep tonight. And then I'm going to watch the snow come down for a little while, and then I will go to sleep. And then tomorrow, because we're pretty much assuming that everything's going to be closed tomorrow. I don't even know if that little diner that's next door to the hotel, I don't even know if that's going to be open tomorrow. But we might venture out, because it's literally right next to the hotel, and try to get some breakfast there just to see. Plus, then we'll get to see some of the snowfall that happened overnight and stuff like that. We have a balcony in our suite, so theoretically, we don't even have to really leave our room. We can just open up the balcony door, step out into the snow that's fallen on the balcony, and kind of enjoy the scenery of around it. And then this hotel has like a rooftop bar, so hopefully they have the rooftop bar open tomorrow, because you can see the skyline of New York, and I can just imagine it's going to be super pretty. So I don't care if every single thing is closed tomorrow. If I can get to the rooftop bar, if maybe we can have breakfast at the little diner thing. And then we got like face masks today while we were at Ricky's. We got makeup when we were at Sephora. So we could just kind of have like a fun day of, let's try on different makeup today. And let's do some face masks and some stuff like that. So we're going to find some stuff to do in the hotel room, and we'll keep ourselves busy. See, there's always fun things you can do in a hotel room. Worst comes to worst, there's always stuff you can do. Plus, I got a ton of work I got to get done. I've got interviews that I've got to answer. I've got plans I have to make, and flights I have to book, and all kinds of stuff for work that never get done until the last minute, because I'm always so busy. So it's vacation, but tomorrow might be a workcation. Yeah, might be a workcation day. So I might, for a couple of hours, like address some envelopes so that I can get stuff mailed out in the mail. I might sign some DVDs and some prints and stuff like that so that I have them ready to go. Just a lot of stuff like that I'll be able to get done tomorrow. So it'll be fun. I even am going to do some Skype time tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have the chance to webcam, because I have people in my room, so it's kind of hard to find privacy and stuff like that. But I think I'll have time to do a Skype show, and so I might see if anybody else wants to do some with me too. It'd be really fun. So that's my day tomorrow. I'll have to tell you all about it, even if it's boring. It's never boring. Oh my gosh, I refuse to live a boring life. So we're gonna find some way to make it fun, somehow. Okay, so I'm done with the vlog, but what we should do really fast is go out that way. That way is the way to the front of the hotel and all the windows, and we should see if it's snowing. You want to join me? Come on, you gotta see. Okay. Come on. You gotta see if there's snow. I'm gonna take you with me, and we're gonna see if there's snow on the ground. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And boobies as I walk. Hello. Okay, let's go check it out. Let's just go see if there's any snow on the ground. I don't see any on the ground yet. All right, let's take a look. Nope, I see nothing on the ground. Not a single thing. It's not even raining. Okay. If I wake up in the morning and there is no snow on the ground, I'm going to call some bullshit. I'm going to call some BS, and I'm going to be like, Weather Channel, you guys suck at figuring out the weather. Because everybody's expecting like 20 inches of snow, and it was supposed to start around midnight, and it's midnight and there's no snow yet. So, aw, shut.